Hi everyone, this is Mary. You're watching another little piece of my art. I just wanted to pop in and show some things that I have been working on. Some of them are not all the way complete yet, but if I don't show you soon, then they get kind of mixed in with everything and I forget. So, two disclaimers. One, I just got a new phone and this whole filming thing, well, let's just say this is take two. So we'll see what happens. And the other thing is, excuse me, I am still sick. I went to the doctor. I won't fill you in a long, boring story, but had blood work. It came back weird. My throat culture came back positive for influenza, but I've had this since Thanksgiving, so I apologize in advance for any disgusting noises I am going to make with my nose and or throat. So there's been times when during this whole sickness I just did not feel like coloring. So I trying to get back into, doing just some designs. And so I did this Zentangle designs. They're so much fun and they're relaxing and, kind of like the neurographic art. Like at some point it looks like something, and I don't know, it's supposed to like help you maybe work out some problems that you're going through. So I like to do more of these. I like to go in and deepen the dark parts and maybe add highlights and stuff. There's a couple of really good accounts on TikTok if you're interested. One of them is Outside the Lines, Linz. And I'm so sorry, I forgot the other one. If I think of it, I'll check and then put it in the description. But if you're into that sort of thing, check it out because it's a nice thing to do when you don't want to drag out a bunch of supplies. So, like, I could just lay on the couch with basically a pen and paper, and that was about all I had the energy to do at some point. So then I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'll take out one coloring book. That's it, just one, and I have to color in it whether I feel like it or not. And so I had some hello washable Crayola Super Tip markers out there, and then a set of pencils. So I did a lot of stuff just laying around and, you know, obviously not my best work because I just really didn't and still don't feel good. But this is by Angela Porter, and it has 100 different designs in there, and they are divided up into these different sections. So I decided I was just going to go from the front to the back, and this would be my living room book, I guess. This one I did last year, but that's how we started off. Pretty cute. I like this bird. I don't know why I didn't shade him, but I'm not going to spend my time wondering. I really like this picture. You can see I went back in with pencil and the whole sky, and then for some reason stopped when we got down in here to the sun and the ground and the cactus. So I'm going to have to go in and finish it because I just really like these colors. They're so pretty. And if you've been to the desert, then you will know that the sky can look like that oftentimes. So this one I hate. I wasn't a big fan of the picture to begin with, but then sometimes I just really can't stand using super tips. Sometimes I just cannot stand it. But I refuse to throw them out because, I bought them, I purchased them, I paid for them, and I'm going to use them or they're going to dry up, one or the other, but I refuse to just get rid of them for no reason, So I'll try to come in with some other supplies and make it look a little bit better, and if I can't, I'll probably like post a picture over it or something. This one was also super tips, but I liked it a little bit better because you can see how much pencil is over it by the shiny parts. So, and also I think the color choices are better. I like the blues and the greens together with the pop of pink. It's nice to have a frame sometimes too that kind of ties everything together. Here's another not done one, but I like the simplicity of this design a lot for some reason. I don't know why I forgot to color his shadow. So I think that when I go back in with pencils to, you know, smooth it out, it'll look a lot nicer. So yeah, it looks like everything was super tips except maybe this orange and black, or maybe I just pushed really hard. I'm not sure. And then of course I'm doing this one and my pen runs out, but that's okay because that's my goal, is to run out markers. And this is the book I'm going to try to do it in, is just run through all the markers that I don't like using a lot. So yeah, so we'll see if we can salvage this one. And then this one I really liked a lot. There's no pencil on this yet, but I just thought it was cute the way it is. So we'll see if I do anything more to it, but I love all the colors in it, and it's just cheerful, and yeah, it makes me happy. See, color me happy. I colored it and it made me happy. So yep, got a few more to go in this section. Like what? I think there's 10 per section or something like that. So that goes back out into the living room now. Then, so I've been trying to do this thing too this year, is one of my goals, where all the books that I say that there's a reason why I don't like coloring them, I'm going to try to see if I can overcome that thing, with, you know, that reason. Like, I'm going to try every supply I possibly can try on it. And then and only then, if I fail, will I get rid of the book, because, you know, sometimes we could just get too darn picky. So this is Coloring Therapy Anti-Stress Coloring Book, 100 Designs, you know, one of those. And true, I mean, I only paid $1.99 for it when I had the good Ollies. But still, I like a lot of the designs, and there's a lot of the fill-in stuff, which I also like. But the paper is so smooth. I mean, this is an ice skating rink, you all. So smooth. So I use this page as a tester to see, like, what's going to bleed through, and, you know, what's going to be okay, and stuff like that. So, yeah. And I can use these all for that. And then, let's see. I started this guy. I love this picture. I think this is really cool. I look at it as this is a close-up to that, but I saw someone else do this page, and they did not relate these two pictures at all. So I thought that was interesting. Maybe it's just my perception, but yeah, so you can see there's a lot of glitter pen here. Gel pens work great in these books. Gel, 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 gel. But some of the areas are so big that, you know, there's no way you're going to sit there with a gel pen. Like, this is a lot for gel. So I might try to paint that. If you're going to do that, though, you should do the paint part first, because gel pens are, they're not waterproof. So, yeah. But I'll try to be careful. And if not, oh well, it's an octopus. They're in water, so we'll just go with that. I think these deer are so cute. So cute. Down here, I've just been trying to use pencils, and I was using Crayola because I heard someone say that they worked good in this book, better than a more expensive crayon, and that often is the case with Crayolas. So I started working on this one's face, and then I moved on to, you know, like, I don't want to color every line in there, so I'm just going to do a little bit of it and then kind of fill in with some gel to kind of, you know, make it razzle-dazzly without having to do that much work. Like over here, I just don't want to color all of that. I will color this. But, I mean, I think I can get them done pretty quickly if I just put my mind to that and not jump around so much. Because I was also doing this one at the same time, and this one was a beast. I did this one with pencils and gel pens. So yeah, it was an arm cramper. It took me a couple days to do the whole thing. And I'm not really happy with my color choices. They kind of turned out like teepees instead of a castle, but oh well. I mean, it's just a page in a book with tons of pages. So there's that. This one, I've been trying different things, and some paints work better than others. It looks like the best that I think works is a layer of paint and then coming back with pencils to give it that depth. So this is such a busy page anyway that it's gonna look like a lot no matter what I put on there, but you can see something is coming through here, or shadowing anyway, and that's just gel pens. So yeah, but like I said, there's 100 pages in here. There's so many things to. And oh, this is the one I tried. This is Prismacolor pencil premieres, and they were just awful on this smooth no tooth paper. So maybe some marker first, some water markers, and then pencils over it would be the best bet if you have this and you're trying to keep working in it. Oh, I'm sorry. My thingy's going out on my tripod, the thing that makes it tight, At some point in the middle of all of this, I did a buddy color with Sonia from Sonia's Mixed Media and Coloring. And we chose to do this one, and it was kind of funny because we both did our guy with green hair and green beard, or I know she had, it was either we both did green hair, we both did green beards, I forget now, but, and then neither one of us told the other person we were doing it. So yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. But I've been going back through and giving all of my finished ones backgrounds that I haven't already done, because this is in my 10 books to finish, and this book is winding itself down. So I did the background of this with crayons, and I found my gel crayons, and then my Crayola twistable crayons, which I love and adore. So I just used a ruler and made these stripy things. Yeah, and I was doing another background. Let's see if I can find it. I was doing this background as well with just stripes, because why not? And here's the pencils I was using. So yeah, I'm going to finish this one up, and then I can move on to do another. Is that a piece of hair? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I got a trash can back here. Then I got to do another buddy color with Sonia. She said she's moving right along in this book. So okay, and then back to the idea of trying to make a book work that you thought wasn't going to work. I had bought this book, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago or something like that, because a friend had it, and I did some testing with you guys online, and I tested these flowers, and you can see that anything that had water to it, even kind of a wet, like Crayola marker, made it buckle really bad. I mean, bad. So I was going to use this page as my throwaway page, but I decided to just color it in and test out some other things. So I tested out my crayons in here, and I'm telling you, crayons work like a dream in these books. Now here is Sharpies, and you have to be very careful. The same way Super Tips do with the Shrieking, Sharpies do on this vellum paper. I mean, you have to figure, it's like you're coloring on plastic, right? It is just so unforgiving. So yeah, but it's interesting. But once I started going, then I really decided that I liked it, and I want to get some more. So if you're interested in these books, there's a nice lady here on YouTube named Tracy Perkins. Just put in your YouTube search, put in stained glass coloring books, and she'll show you her whole collection, and then show you what she uses and stuff like that. But then I went on to do him, and I wanted him to look like he been baked in the sun forever, like, because he has. So I did some darker outlines around him to give it some definition, and then I just started working with pencil. I did a layer of pencil, and then I started working with different colors of crayons as I was going in, you know. And I really like the way that his body, his, you know, face and his skin and stuff came out. For the pyramid, I used a Sharpie and then went over it with pencil. You can see that. And then where you see things that are splotchy, it's the Sharpie. So then the background on the sky, I did like a lavender colored Sharpie. It was one of those, I think it's like this one, or one of the jewel tone collections that I showed you in a haul from the Dollar Tree. Anyway, I did the whole background that color, and then I came back in with one of my confetti crayons. Well, I can't tell you which one because I don't know. But I really love these confetti crayons. If you haven't ever tried them, you know, they're a couple bucks. Give it a shot. I think you'll really, really like them because, you know, you kind of color and turn and color and turn, and then there's bits of other colors embedded into each crayon, and you don't know really until you use it what it's going to be. So this one's Lime-A-Palooza. So what I did was just choose one that was, because I knew I wanted it to look like kind of cloudy clouds. So I chose, I believe I chose like this color, which is Carnival Corn. It's a corny sky. So yeah, and I just love the way the crayon gives a cool texture over the top of Sharpies in this case. So I like the way that one turned out. I mean, am I going to pull it out of a magazine and tape it to my window? No. But I still like it. And then I did this one. And this one has about 3 or 4 different color crayon, just regular crayons in the background. This has a Sharpie on the cartouche gone over with colored pencil. You see what happens if you go over with a Sharpie? It like wants to scratch off what you already put there. So it's a very strange, I mean, if you're going to use it, because it does make it, you know, nice and darkened, if you're going to use it, just do it fast. And then you can also go over it with crayon too, which gives a nice effect. But I've been doing these at excuse me, I've been doing these at night in my bed. The book is super light. There's only, I think, something like 24 or 16 images in here. So, you know, it's a light book to sit on your lap. And I've been really having a good time doing it. Now, this one I was working on last night. So that girl Tracy, lady Tracy that I mentioned, that has the collection of these books on YouTube here, she showed doing a page. Well, in her second video, somebody requested a second video from her and asked her what she uses and so she showed what she used. She said she used Inktense, and I tried, and I mean, I used just the bare minimum of ink, water on my water brush to get the ink activated, and it still did this. So for me, any water media is going to be a no, because some pages I like when they fluff up regular pages, but not this plasticky kind of paper, because it's just not it for me. So I tried to color over the Inktense with a colored pencil, because sometimes just, you know, your pressure will flatten it out. And that didn't work either, but I still have yet to color over the boat and their legs, and maybe when I color that, it'll do it a little bit better. But you see this part of the sky, how it looks multicolored? That is because I found out that I still had some of these crayons, and it wasn't the specific one, but I have these crayons that have more than one color in them. Like this has 4 colors in it. And so, you know, you color in a circle and rotate, color in a circle and rotate, so you don't get any harsh lines. But crayons do really well in these books. So then I could just color this stripe with a plain crayon, and then I'll go back and color this whole piece with that same crayon, and I think that'll look cool, unless I can find one that has pink in it. This is all I had left in this bag, so I have to dig. But yeah, this one I tried to use Prismacolors to make these flowers, because Tracy in her video said she used Prisma, and I mean, I just cannot get anything out of them, and I think it's because there's just nothing for them to stick to with this kind of paper. So so far my opinion on doing these is basically the more inexpensive budget products, the better. Crayons, which is like the #1 most budget product, and then Crayolas seem to do the trick the best. And like I said, if you're going to do Sharpies, be careful to keep it moving, because you will get streaks, and those are going to be very hard to get out. Is it the end of the world? No. No, it isn't. What is the end of the world, though, was I was going along so well, right? Coloring her. And then I grabbed one of those twisty, which one was it? Is it right here? I grabbed one of those pencils that has this multicolors in it, and I did not notice. I don't know which one it is. I can't find it. I didn't notice, and I was like halfway watching a movie and doing this, and I looked down, and it was like stripes, and I was like, oh my god, what have I done? No. So I'm gonna have to dig into my crayons and just go over it with like a dark purple or something. But they do have their advantages, because, you know, you can do things like this cool thing with the snake. Let me see if I can get you in here. This giant tripod. But you can do like multicolor things like that. And this, it almost looks like a jewel on the hair. And I used it here too. So this, I just used a regular crayon, and these are all just markers. I believe. No, they're colored pencils. Sorry. These are all just colored pencils, and I have not went back through and colored them in darker yet. And those are all Prang pencils, because I had bought some of these from Dollar Tree. I thought they would be good to put in gifts and things, and I had a pack laying around. So I didn't feel like going and digging through pencil cases and cups and stuff, so I just used one of the boxes. So that was fun. Oh, I also used the Colors of the World for the skin, which came out lighter than I wanted, but there we go. And then I think did I show you this one? Maybe not. Did I? I can't remember if I did or not. But this one is all Sharpie. And funnily enough, the skin on her is, oh my god, I feel like I said this already. If I did, I'm sorry. The skin on her is a Faber-Castell Pip Pen, which is a water-based marker. So it's like reverse world, where the water-based markers don't smear as bad as or streak as bad as the Sharpies. So I haven't used any pencil except for this pyramid and this crystal ball scepter thingy. And then I think there's some pencil. Yeah, there's some pencil on her skirt wrap. So I have to go in and do some more to that. But yeah, totally fun. And I'm so glad I took the time in to test them out, because now I want to order some more. You knew that was coming. Alright guys, well, my throat's about to give out, so I will talk to you later in the next video. I'll try not to make it so long, but thanks for hanging in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.